So this right here is autumn olive. So this is a small bush. Some of them are very tall, much above my head. But this one's just very young. But throughout late summer and into early fall, you can get autumn olives. So there are these bushes that you can find throughout the season when it's windy, because the underside is just very silver. But you can also identify the berries because they grow in these giant amounts, and they've got these little tiny dots all over them, these little tiny silver dots. So honeysuckle looks somewhat similar, but honeysuckle does not have silver dots on it. So these autumn olives you can pick throughout, generally in August. They start to ripen, in September might be the peak, I would say. And they grow around the edges of meadows, just around between the edge of woods and meadows. And you can pick a lot of them because they grow sort of like this. You can just grab a handful and put it into something. And so you can just, we usually get these gallon jugs that we open up wider, and so we can harvest full pretty quickly. And so these autumn olives, once you've collected them, you can put them through a strainer to remove the stems that you probably collected a few of and the pits of them. So they've got like a single seed that's you can chew in them, but it's got some fibers in it, so it's not something you want to put in cooking or anything like that. But if you remove that seed, you can use it for a variety of different purposes. But you can also, when you're just eating it, the seed you can chew, and I don't mind it much. Just after a bit, you got to spit it out, what you've got. But yeah, so you can. The main thing that we do with this is we just squish it through a strainer, and we get the pulp, which separates from the juice. So you get a very clear, like just slightly pink juice that you can drink, and it's very sweet. And then you get the pulp, which you can dry out very easily. Just make a sort of, spread it out on a tray, and you can put that outside and create this fruit leather that's very delicious. But you could also use it in cooking. But yeah, it's, again, you don't have to worry about over harvesting. It's very abundant and spreading quickly, and it's also not going to kill the plant if you do that. So yeah, this is autumn olive, and it's one of my favorite wild foods.